Architects, leading the future in software development. We hope you enjoy this video covering the subject of artificial intelligence. What is AI? Artificial intelligence, or AI, is defined by Professor John McCarthy from Stanford University as the science and engineering of making intelligent machines, especially intelligent computer programs. Think of AI as exactly what you've seen in the movies: robots who can communicate like humans, act like humans, and who can make decisions. But there are also AIs we can't see. Machine learning is a form of this AI that can be written into computer programs that teach them to learn. This type of AI is used by large tech companies such as Apple, Facebook, Google, and much more. They teach software to identify and recognize patterns as well as predict them. Now, let's turn to the history of AI. AI started after World War II when a number of people started to work on intelligent machines. One of the more famous people to start was Alan Turing, the creator of the Turing test. We will explore more on this later on. But even before World War II, scientists and great thinkers alike envisioned what AI might be. According to AItopics.org, the Greek myth of Hephaestus, who was a blacksmith that created mechanical servants, was one of the first written accounts of AI. He basically created robots to do tasks for him. Sound familiar? With the capabilities of AI, can they really be good or bad? Well, with the goal of making computers more and more human-like, one must ask oneself if that is such a good idea. Is there a possibility that someday AI-powered machines or robots may turn on us or try to rule us? We've all seen those movies or read those books where AI turns evil and basically destroys the entire world. But is that really possible though? And how long will it take to get there? In this video, we hope to answer these questions and explore other aspects of AI that are relevant to today's time. Now that we've had a brief overview, let us discuss AI implementation in machine learning.
The next topic we'll be covering is that of machine learning. Machine learning is the term coined for computer systems that learn without being explicitly coded. The process involves building a model to solve a particular scenario we may have using collected data. One way we can use such a system is by having our model make predictions based on qualities something may have. Data has to be gathered, and before it is analyzed, you have to figure out if there are any potential biases that may alter the conclusions. Data is also set aside that will not be analyzed for later purposes. Once the system is ready to make predictions, we start it off with random values and it attempts to make predictions. This will start off with failures at first, but the actual outcomes will help steer it and learn for future predictions. The omitted data is then added in to see how the system responds to unknown data and whether it could be accurate. Our model should now have some sense of the subject and could further improve through more data or tweaks. As technology grows, this application can be used on a bigger scale, such as face recognition, and I look forward to seeing it implemented for a variety of uses in our daily lives.
Wow, that was some great stuff, Christian. Now, let's move on to what AIs can see. Wait, AIs can see?
Yes, sir, Mr. Narrator. AIs can see, and that's called computer vision. Computer vision has been around for decades, but recently, developments in the field have become far more advanced. Humans are able to see, comprehend, and describe images with ease. For a computer, however, it's not so simple. In fact, it's one of the most complex processes we've ever been able to recreate. Researchers and developers have been able to program computers to recreate these processes very well. The technology, although complex, is quite simple to explain. The computer will see an image, then render each pixel separately, then together, matching edges, coordinates, and hues to hundreds of thousands of other images. This process greatly imitates human sight, where we see, comprehend, and describe or react in an organized manner. It will then display identifiers such as boxes or dots on or around each object that it can identify. Using machine learning and big data, computer vision is becoming very adept at recognizing images in real time. This technology is used in countless developments and products today, such as self-driving vehicles, drones, smartphones, and even Snapchat. In fact, vision is a crucial part to what makes AI complete. The most revolutionary AI development that computer vision is integrated in is robotics. Let's move on and see how robots have become so advanced.
We really learned something there. That was great, Tom. It's amazing to see, no pun intended, what AIs can do. But are they only limited to sight, or can they move as well?
Yes, Mr. Narrator. AIs have been implemented in robotics to replicate human movement and interaction. Let's take a look at that. While earlier robots used static motion to move around, recent breakthroughs in technology have developed robot mobility and achieved incredible progress through artificial intelligence. Engineers have created and implemented software that directs robots to adjust their speed and strength in order to balance according to the situation, just like humans do. Boston Dynamics created a robot dog, Spot Mini, that can open a door by itself. It even figures out how to overcome obstacles and keep its balance when someone pulls it back. Pretty amazing, right? Diving deeper than creating robots with human-like movement, Hanson Robotics created Sophia, a social robot. Sophia can hold full conversations, and with each interaction, she learns more about human communication. In a nutshell, she processes visual data when she sees people's faces and uses this information to form relationships with people. Sophia also makes jokes and can even make human facial expressions. The dozens of motors in her head work together with the nanotechnology of the material that makes up the skin of her face, which then works together with the software that directs what emotions to express. All of this combined creates the close resemblance to humans. She really is an incredible innovation in technology.
That's really interesting, Gabriel. Thanks for breaking that down for us. But with AIs becoming more human-like, I wonder if that can be a bad thing. We all saw what happened with Skynet. Whoa now, Mr. Narrator. Let's take a few deep breaths and calm down. The Matrix and Skynet are not gonna happen. At least that's what experts agree on, according to the Future of Life Institute. They say that the two likely scenarios of AI being very harmful are 1. AI just being designed to do bad things, which is totally possible if we think about it. AIs can be used to control weapons of mass destruction or other weapon systems or even handheld weapons, and if they determine something's a threat, they have the full authority to fire. The second likely scenario is that AIs are designed to do something beneficial, but their methods of completing their goal are ultimately very destructive. They can also see human intervention as a threat to their goal and retaliate. Now, those are the two likely situations that experts agree on. On the other side of the argument, AIs can be very beneficial. According to Smithsonian, there is an autonomous shuttle bus being tested in Texas right now to help people with disabilities and people with mobility issues get around. It uses artificial intelligence, lasers, cameras, and radars to create a 3D space and determine what obstacles may be there and where there are cuts in the curb for wheelchair access. Also, according to Time magazine, doctors can use machine learning to interpret large amounts of patient data to help patients more effectively. So as we can see, it's not so much that the AIs are inherently good or bad, but it's really the programmers behind them. That's where we need an ethical framework for programmers to abide to when creating artificial intelligence so we don't end up with those scenarios. Wow, that was some real eye-opening stuff there, AJ. Thanks for that. Well, it looks like we've reached the end of our discussion. Let's go ahead and review. As we can see, there are numerous implementations of AI. As the technology becomes more refined, it will allow game developers to create innovative gaming systems that no one has ever seen. The technology will also help in the assistance of facial recognition for law enforcement to social media events. Ultimately, as the technology begins to reach a singularity with humanity, we won't be able to tell the difference between machine and man. The Turing test will most likely be achieved as well. We will have robots walking around who look like humans, sound like humans, and act like humans. But will we need Will Smith to save us like he did in iRobot? We are still in the developing phase of AI and will most likely be seeing numerous changes as we move forward into the future. Only time will tell whether or not we will be ruled by our AI overlords or have an army of friendly and helpful robots making our lives